You may not like what I'm about to say, but if you want to make money with AI and automations, you don't have to build out big complex workflows and try sell them to businesses. By the end of this video, I will show you a really basic automation that plugs into any business, can be customized for any business, and doesn't disrupt them at all. My name is Altis, and I sell automations like this. It's basic, it's easy, and it solves a problem for a business because they don't care about the technical stuff that we do. By the end of this video, you'll have the entire automation, you'll have the workflow, you'll be able to download it, you'll be able to get the prompt, and you'll get the full script, and you'll understand how something basic like this that plugs into an existing infrastructure is a lot more valuable than trying to build out something big and complex that's not going to interest them and it's not going to really provide value in their mind and their view of things. So let's go through this video. It's definitely going to provide good value for you, and it's going to be a real good basics into vibe coding and automations done by N8N. So let's get into this. Okay, let's get this one started and we'll see if Gemini can straight out do this. So I want to build out something that looks similar to this but has sliders in it. I wanted to build it out in HTML only so I can add it into any website, but I want a page 1 and a page 2 as kind of a pop-up so we can at least grab the first name, last name, email address, telephone number, and business details from anyone that wants to come try this, and then you can stick these on the website. And what would be really, really great for you to do is that you'll be able to do this and actually give it to a business or a client for any other sort of ROI calculator type function you can have, whether it's for houses, whether it's for estimates on lawns. Really, really good. And we'll be able to grab the details with N8N, and I'm going to show you how it all works and how it all gets put together. And obviously you can grab all this at the end for free, and I'll show you how and where it can grab it. But let's go out and build the back end for this first. So I got Gemini open, and I've come into the free version to see if we can actually keep using the free version and see how far this can get us. Hopefully I haven't overused this too much, and we still get some stuff out of it. But what we first need to do is we're going to set up a Google Sheet. So just imagine this one for a second, as we are going to have the button that says ROI calculator. It's always good to draw these out or mind map it, whichever way, but we're going to have the button that says calculate your ROI. Okay, and then when you click it, it's going to have a pop-up. It's going to say, before we start, can we have your first name, last name, or full name, email, phone number, and your business name and business niche. We probably had it in there. When they do all this, it's going to give you the calculator. It's going to work it all out in HTML because it can do those kind of things easily, basic in HTML, CSS code only. So you can add this to any website. That's the great thing to it. But the backend is going to be N8N that adds that into a sheet for us, emails them, emails us. All right. So let's go first, and we're just going to go to Google Sheets. Google Sheets, just Google that. You're coming, and so we're going to create a new sheet, and we're just going to say this is going to be called ROI. Oops, I don't have this in the top, obviously. Delete that one. ROI. You guys, Google is doing some really cool stuff with sheets, by the way. But anyway, let's quickly look at this. Let's see. And we're going to actually make it say that, see if we can get the return on income in here as well, if it's going to be smart enough to calculate that. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to have, what we're going to get from him is, or them is, we're going to get their full name, then we are going to get their email, then their business, their full name, email, phone number, business name, ROI. Just going to say ROI. So it's going to be really good because if we can grab the ROI, and again, if this is going to be really functional for other businesses, like say if you want to have a lawn estimate, or if you want to have a real estate profit business kind of estimate, we can do other formulas now with the ROI if it's above a certain amount, below a certain amount. So really, really good to have that in there. And then we'll just add these and make it bold for now. Okay, so just have that in there, ROI calculator, have that saved. Now you're going to come to your favorite N8N. I have shown a lot of times how you can get this for $3 a month. I got a video, I'll link the video in somewhere, top, bottom, below. But $3 a month, you can host your own N8N server. But that's all right, we're just going to hit N8N in here because I already have this one. I have my own one set up. Just get that one because it's you have unlimited amounts of N8Ns to use. You don't have to pay. I think it comes to $26 a month. It's still the best thing to do. So I will, of course, at one stage or another, will do a basic N8N type of training. It shows you the basics, but in short, we need to get data in here somehow. And the best thing to do with this is going to be called by webhook. So you're going to come in here and we're going to have just have a webhook in here. Now, it's a little bit confusing with N8N because if we're taking data and we're sending data somewhere, we're posting data. If we're sending data and we're asking for something back, we want to get data. However, N8N says, what sort of webhook do you want to set up in here? We want to set up a webhook that we can actually, it's a posting webhook. So other people are going to make a get request. We are going to make a post request. So I'm just going to hit the listen in here. And then we will have this in here. In fact, we can just stop listening here. So again, just quick summary, N8N, we're going to have a test URL, but we're also going to have a production URL, which will change later on. So I say, I hope I have enough free credits in Gemini, else we'll have to swap out to another Gemini, and that's okay, we'll get through it. And I have to stop, pause the video, and come back to it. But we're going to hit the copy button here just for now. So I'll make Gemini, and it's actually got this cool little record in here. So I'm going to first select the camera. I'm going to just talk to it and tell it what I want. I want you to create a HTML and CSS page only. I want it to be a button that I click on. The button is going to say something like ROI calculator. Once someone clicks on this button, it has a to-form pop-up function. The first step is going to ask them for their details. First name, phone number, email address, and business name. Once you have that, you click next, and then it will come up to a ROI calculator for a specific product that I have. Now the ROI calculator all works with sliding bars. So the values I want to take is the average client value. Then the next one I want is the missed calls per month. Then the next slider I want is the percentage of missed calls that could be potential clients. And then I want select a package, and it's only going to be a 2 selector starter of $4.99 per month or premium of $5.99 per month. Once someone hits the submit button, I want the ROI calculator to calculate the potential money lost by the missed calls. Then I want it to calculate what we charge from the basic package, the starter package, or the premium package. And then I want it to give a potential return on income. Not only does it display this on the screen, I want it to send all the data via webhook to the following webhook URL. I want the theme to be dark themed with ice blue and neon blue colors. Before you create this, remember this should be HTML and CSS only, so I can have this as a function in any website that I use. I want it to be pop-up. I want a page 1 with the details, and I want a page 2 with the calculator, and then a function to post via webhook. Before you write the code, ask me 5 questions. Okay, so that kind of came out all right. I think the only thing we missed in here was the values in the next page of the calls. To select the selector, starter plan of $4.99 per month, and it threw me off a little bit, and the premium plan is $9.99 per month. Let's just see what it comes up with this, and we'll go out and see if it wants. So what I'm looking for is the design. I'm going to look for the actual functionality of button, pop up, and calculator, working it out as a calculator, and then that webhook function at send. Hopefully it builds it up in the canvas. Let's see what it does. And for a reference, I'm just going to copy this one as well, in case I need to start another Gemini somewhere. So let's give it a couple of seconds. I'm hoping it builds it out all on the canvas. That was kind of the idea. So once it builds all this out, let me quickly go find a couple of cool pages for you. Remember, I asked it to ask the 5 questions first. I'm getting ahead of myself. So before we start the HTML, especially for Java, this can use Java. I should have said that. And yes, use JavaScript. Most web browsers support that, so you'll be fine. Number 2, the slider range of defaults. For the calculator slider, could you please provide the average client value? Example. We will see, we should be able to change that. We'll make this. So let's say it's going to be for small businesses. We'll go from increments of 10 or increments of $20 to slide to $1,000. All right, number 3. So just thinking of it from a logical side of things, is someone that's going to want $1,000 product just really give a call and do the sale straight away, or is it going to be a bit more involved? The ROI formula, how exactly should the potential return be calculated? A common formula is potential revenue. Yeah, that's the right one. Is this what you mean? The potential revenue from this calls minus the package cost. Or the different, and to clarify the potential revenue from missed calls, would that be missed calls per month? Correct on both. So that's the correct missed calls per month of potential clients divided by the client value. Yes, correct. Okay. So that should go out and do its own thing. So a couple of things I want to show you while this all waits is obviously there. This I will totally give to you for free if you wait till the end, and I'll give you the actual HTML code. I will give you the blueprint that we're going to finish building here. I'll give you the ROI calculator. And I want us to be in the canvas. Annoying. Okay. I will give you everything, and I'll show you how to get it in the end. But first, I want to tell you about this quickly while this is going. I want you to know about my school community link. Lots of cool stuff, exactly like this built in there. Come join up. This is the paid version for it. I'll show you where to get the free version for it. It's got a lot less than this, but this is very advanced with a lot of cool voice AI stuff. 11 Labs, N8N, Make.com's Lovable. how to do cold outreach chatbots. Is such a good, valuable product. It's a small program that I'm limiting down because I give you about $4,000 of startup products in here as well. So really should check it out. Link down the bottom as well. So on a side note, let's see how far this is going. So it's creating all these files. So I'm going to hit the canvas button and I'm going to say, give me all of this in one file to test out in the canvas. Because now I'm worried I'm going to run out of the credits and it's going to be a total fail. But here we go. ROI calculator. And we'll let it do its thing. You need to make it's very frustrating and it doesn't remember the canvas in here. So see how it builds out. And obviously I want it to look like something on here. So once you fill all these out, this is just a blank sheet, or this is just a screenshot. So just something to use. It comes from High Levels. Go High Level had Miss Cortex back. So it was a real big sale part for them in the past. And the ROI calculator was really big back then. You had to subscribe to Miss Cortex backs at one stage to get it. But at the end of the day, it's just a big giant HTML formula and JavaScript that created all of this, but we want to modernize it a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. Preview ROI calculator. Here we go. So that's all I really want. Is okay. I just want that one button. I can add this button anywhere to any website that I want. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to hit this. Okay, it pops it up. If I scroll this bit more to the side, I can't, but that's okay. I was going to make sure I'm going to keep the listen on here. So first name is going to be Jack at 5. Email address, Jack's landscaping. And see, it's still a pop-up. So that's the important part. Okay. I have the pop-up function in here. So let's say our average landscaping lawn costs us $200. I miss about 11 a month. My close rate is 30. I want this plan. And now when I hit all this, it should bring it over there. So your potential remedy data submitted successfully. Yeah, it worked. All right. So that's really as easy as vibe coding get these days, actually. So, if you want to use this, for example, now in Go High Level, it's just a matter of adding all this code as a code injection button anywhere within the website. Okay, so this will work for anyone's website. Really, it will work straight off the cup. Okay, but this is really great. It actually works, and it keeps being a pop up, so we're not directing anyone off any website. And we'll actually try add this in the end in some sort of website somewhere. But now let's go build out the N8N function for it. So I actually just received all of this. Awesome. So we can scroll down the side here and you can actually see, does it show up in here? If I just double click, no. So no, I can't move it on. But anyway, data received. I'll just come down the bottom here. Here's all our data we received. First name, phone number, email address, landscaping, average call, starter plan. And in fact, we should just go build all those out anyway on our spreadsheet. So let's go back to our spreadsheet. We got average calls. And so, or average client. So I'm going to reverse map it because that's going to be our important one, but that's okay. So we got, we're going to have average client value. We're going to have missed calls per month. We are going to have percentage of clients, packet, package of interest. And that should be it, really. So, and I hit all this, hit the bold button, bold again. So, just a lot of data we're going to get. We're going to get it anyway. Might as well map that stuff out. So, we're going to come in here and we'll move this in here. So, you don't even have to build this into an AI agent for it. We can just go straight away. I'm just going to minimize this one. And we're going to now add a sheet. Oops, sheets. Gonna be Google Sheets. We are gonna, you can go see it. Again, N8N, really good. We're just gonna step modular by modular at a time. It's kind of like make.com, just a lot more better and more functions for it. So we are gonna append a row in the sheet, append or update a row in the sheet. So we're just gonna, where's the rest? Create a spreadsheet, delete, append a row in the sheet. So it should just be the next one on. So we're gonna make sure, so N8N, it's got a native integration into your Google Sheets. You need to make sure you got connected, and you can hit the test connection and we can see it picks it up. That means it picks it up. If it doesn't, make sure you come in here and you just connect your Google Sheets account to it. Plenty of videos shows you how to do it. You can just sign in straight with Google, or you can create a zero-auth authentication. Lots of videos out there to do it. Really simple, really easy. Don't need to show you this. But what we want to do is just append a row. It just means it's going to come into the bottom. We're going to select our sheet, our actual sheet, and in the sheet within the sheet, it's going to be sheet 1. And we're going to map all of them manually, and then we're just going to drag them over from the side on. So really simple. Scroll down in here. We're going to have full name. I should have full name there and there, but that's okay. Basic, and you need to make sure it's always expression and make sure that they are green. That's important for us, okay? So we're going to have phone number. We're going to have email. We're going to have our business name. We are calculated potential. Oh, it actually calculated quite a few things, didn't it? I should have paid more attention to this, but calculate our potential income should be this one. Calculate potential monthly revenue loss. Oh, I didn't have that. I didn't build that in there. Package interest, potential return on income should be in there. I should add that in the sheet if you want to be good to it, but that's all right. I also spelled that wrong and that wrong. Let's just get rid of this. Let's go back and fix this. So we have return on income, and we can just go and actually average client. So let's fix all those up. Average client, potential missed calls, percentage. Fine. Move this aside. Percentage clients, percentage of missed calls that could be clients, and package interest. And I'll add a last row. This is going to be potential loss income. Oops. There's a great value little calculator because it shows you what you could have and what it can give to you really, really fast. Okay, I hit this one. You don't even have to save it. We're going to come back in here. So now when we map out the sheets, and now when we append a row in there and we pick this one, it should all swap up back for us. So we're going to have sheet 1, have sheet 1. That will load it. So now just go out and map it all again. Email address. It doesn't map that one. First name. Come on, first name. We're going to have the phone number in here. We're going to have our business name in here. And return on income. Now, faint is probably a problem with this. Jason calculated potential. There's going to be a problem with that, but that's all right. Potential income. We're going to add that one in there. And average client percentage. Missed calls. Percentage close. Oops. And our package started in here. Sweet. So I can just go through and hit the test button. So these are all green. It's all good. We can have. No, that should actually be all of it. And when we say test, it's going to do a thing. And it's green. It's got a tick. And when we come in here, all that's filled in. So sweet. So that just means that row works. So now let's just build out two very important things in here. So we are now going to send an email to this person. And it's just going to be a blank email copy, really. So I'm going to select email for this one. Make sure we are going to say we've sent a message. And we are going to say, I'm just going to see in here, it's going to say test connection. And this is all fine. So who are we going to email? We map this in here. And then we are going to have a subject that says we can change that loss in revenue. Okay, so in here, loss in revenue. Now, a message type is going to be HTML. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to ChatGPT. Just because I'm running out of Gemini credits, worried about that, so it's going to use this. So all I'm going to say is my client just built in a ROI calculator that shows the potential loss in clients from not answering the phone. It also shows the potential income or return on income while using our product. I want you to give me a quick email. The email needs to be in HTML format with tags, text, and headings. We use, I'm just going to say something like this. Loss, so potential, we'll replace this soon. You'll see what I mean. Loss as a potential loss, ROI, and package. Oops, package. Ah, come on. As variables, our product is an AI phone agent. Write a short email, ask them if they are ready to make a booking link and booking link to discuss this. The link for the booking is http and we'll say zoom.com. So this will just be a booking link. So all I wanted to do is just write a quick email. Okay, I don't want to think about it too much. It just needs to be an HTML code. And we'll just copy this and I'll show you. We're going to remap that dynamic variables because we're going to hit the expression in here. And this means we can bring it out like this, you are losing. So this is going to be our potential loss. You are losing potential. Hit this one. Oops. You are losing. I just need to remember my space in here. Right, that's the package. I'll delete that one. Potential loss in income. You are losing potential worth of clients. Based on the numbers you've entered, we could your potential loss is going to be that one again. So I can just copy that, paste that one in there. Good news with our ROI calculator. Delete this one. Agent. $499 a month. You could, and in fact, I actually gave it a name. Was it a name? Okay, no ROI, and then I'm just gonna select the ROI. And obviously, I'm just kind of showing you guys the basics, so you understand how this works. In here, have my email in here. It's gonna hit the test button in there. So, I just want to show you the basics, and again, you can build this out, make a custom for yourself. I just had to fill in something in here so it makes a bit more sense. But this is what the email would look like. So just seeing that one for you, losing 728 with your clients based on your calculator, you could be missing out on this much amount of loss of revenue. So I don't quite know, it didn't quite work that out really well, but I'll just refill this in based on your talks. Okay, look at cool now, and it's gonna come to your Zoom link. Sweet. So you get the idea of this. So I'm just gonna hit the save button in here. And now I just want a notification. Okay, so all I'm gonna say is Gmail, and it's gonna say send an email, and this is gonna be myself. I'm just gonna say webnz@gmail.com, new ROI cal client, and I'm just gonna come for a webhook. So I just want a notification if someone fills this out. And I'm gonna hit this one on the side, new ROI client, and then I don't have to have a fancy email. I can just drag them all through in here. So this way, me as the user of the business actually just get an email about this. Okay. So you can build all this out as much as you want. And what I should have done as well is come in here and we'll add the subject line as our business. Jack's Landscaping. It always adds it at the end, but that's okay. Come in here. And now we have all this. So this is going to be, going to rename this, get data from HTML. Add client to our sheets. Rename this one. This is going to be email client calendar meeting. And this is going to be, we can just call this an internal notification. Notification. Let's rename on that, rename on this. And next, what we're going to do, let's just test this one again, okay? So I'm going to have to fill in the same email address. So at least we know this always works. So this is going to be Sandra 21213. And I'm going to have to put in the same email address. And it's going to be Sandra home salon, and our average client is this, and if we miss the average amount of calls, it's going to be 1. So if our average client is this, average is this, and percentage of missed calls is potential clients, it's going to be 100%. That means that we should have this right. So let's make this a little bit more. So our average client is going to be 600. So we should have a return on income of about $200. And we need to come back in here. We're going to hit this test one in here, and then we're going to hit that in there. So potential monthly revenue loss is that. Your potential monthly interest is this. Your potential return on investment. So it doesn't actually show it here. That is potential return on investment is that. So totally not cool that average client, potential loss, missed calls. So this is actual percentage. Okay, so yeah, not what I'm after, return on income percentage. So don't pay attention to that. So we're going to have to fix that. Now, this is where Gemini might muck out, and I am stressed out about it and worried about it, but that's all right. We'll save the code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to a notepad, and we're going to save the code in a new notepad in here. And I'm just going to say new notepad. I'm going to come to the code. I'm going to save the code. Have that in there. Now, all I'm going to say is that the ROI is calculated in a percentage. I want it to be an actual dollar number. Please keep the webhook value the same. Now it would have run through all of this really good, and when I mean the webhook value, I want this webhook in here to be the same. Where I say it is, because I don't want this renamed, because else it's not kind of calculate this out. Sorry, this one. Your potential loss in income, your potential loss in income, your ROI. I still want it to be, the webhook still needs to be ROI, okay? It just means we gotta still name the webhook as ROI. Please keep the webhook name the same, ROI. See if it can fix it for us. Yeah, see, I knew it. Something went wrong. What does it mean? Sure, if I see, try again. So I knew that part was going to happen. It comes up in the free version, so you really, really limit it. But you get the idea. All we're going to do now is I'm actually going to show you. So it's always going to be the percentage. You just need to reword this for yourself. So, what we can do now is if we come to a high level page. So I'm going to quickly log into high level, and we'll come to a page on the side here. And I'll come to a page that we actually have a page on, and we'll add it in there for you. So I'm going to come to support. And shall we see if I have, let's go in here. Gemini. I'm going to copy this code. This might be a good trick. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Canvas. Below is an HTML code. All I want you to do is fix the ROI calculator. So it might be a total bust, but that's all right. We'll just try this again. All I want you to do is fix the ROI calculator. The ROI calculator currently shows the percentage of income. I want it to show the dollar amount of ROI. I want the webhook value of ROI to remain the same. Keep everything else the same. Just change the calculation that gives a new value of dollars rather than a percentage. Paste that in here, show it in the canvas. Let's see what this one does. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I'll put my high level off to the side. While it's all doing its thinking thing, we are gonna come to sites. We're gonna come to websites. We are just gonna find poor old plumber site in here, and we're gonna hit the edit button and through in here. Okay, so I'll leave that open. Then I come back in here. We are gonna make sure that this is running, and return calculator. We are now going to call ourselves as Oliver and Oliver's plumbing. So we're going to hit next. We're going to say that our average client value is going to be $800. We get one missed call per month, and the percentage of missed calls is going to be clients is going to be 100%. We're going to have to start a plan. So let's see what that says. Oh no, did I not hit the test button? See? I should have put the test in here. That's right, $201. It fixed that in here. That's right, let's try this one again. So Clark 021. And I need to keep my email address so I can actually get the email. Clark and Flight School. Hit the next button. So the average client value is going to be $700. We have one client, we have one missed call that we convert into here. So we are going to have again that $201 return on income. It says that $201 is now doing the spreadsheet update. The client, the email will come through in here. Oh, it still shows that part in there. Annoying. What's it put in here? Calculated ROI. Okay. Wow, talk about struggling. Come back in here. This one. Watch me run out of credit in here. The ROI now shows the correct, probably because I wasn't clear in here, correct value and the end result on the screen. I also want the dollar value to be sent via webhook as the ROI and not the percentage. Okay. let's go with this. Vibe coding at its best. In fact, you could have just come to code and changed it. In fact, could have just come to code and changed all of this at the first place. But hey, we're here. Easy coding, vibe coding. Easy coding, vibe coding. One of those two. So let this do its thing. Okay, so it's come back in here. We are going to try again. We are going to close this. We're going to listen. Now, I'm going to come up with ideas to do. This is going to be Sarah. Sarah. I need to fill in my correct email address. It has in here, but this is going to be baking goods. Come on, Sarah. That one's playing. Video getting too long. We have a client. We have one. We have 100% that calculator. Calculate it. Data send. $200 is correct. Move this over to the side. It's doing its thing. And oh yeah, there we go. Updated the correct value. Now, when I go look at my Gmail, let's find a Gmail. What are we going to have? We have Sarah's Baking Goods. You're losing $700 because that's per client. You can have $200 worth of income. And I should update the emails with the dollar amounts. You get the idea. You can update that yourself. Enough of this. Come into high level. Now, I need to remember to have the right code in here. So we are going to look at high level. I'm just going to scroll this out a little bit in here. And I do not know what happened to high level. This editor is not happy. It's going to edit again. So now I'm going to come through code in here. This is the correct one. Control A. How come I can't add anything in here? Oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'll just scroll to the bottom. And we're going to add a section. And we're going to add one of those. And we're going to say code in here. And then we're going to come back in here. We're going to copy all this code. We're going to come back to our editor. Now you need to remember to change that webhook later on to make it your own webhook with the permanent, the production one. Okay, so we're going to make sure this runs. Waiting for webhook. Oopsie. We are then going to click the preview button. Oh, there it is. And we are going to scroll down, and there's a RI button. And of course, we can restyle that whatever way we want. You can also make sure this shows as center or left hand or spaced around, whichever way you want. If you need to change the button, but that's all right. Does it work as a pop-up? Yes, it works as a pop-up. Who are we going to have now? We're going to have Luke. 1, 3. Luke's sword biting. And let me make sure this here is running in the background. Next, we are going to say the average client is going to be this. You have about 20 missed calls a month. Miss out on this. Have this. Return item calculated. Hey, dear Luke, you are losing a lot of money by not doing it. Workflow completed. Now Luke gets an email that says, yeah, look, you're losing out on a lot of money. Your potential return on income, because you're only going to use one for $99 a month, is going to be worth it. Click on this and then book a meeting. But you also get an email saying, actually, there's someone with a bunch of potential income that is now possibly going to be your client. Luke Swordfishing, have a look into it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Really valuable thing to have. So automations, AI, all that stuff is super fun, super cool, super exciting. But you need to add some value to it. This is going to be valuable for you, but this is going to be super valuable for clients. And the main lesson here is a lot of people have websites. They have websites, they have phone systems, they have social media, and you can't always reinvent the wheel, but we can add cool automation things like this on top of their website, on top of their phone systems. And it's not going to be disruptive for them, so they don't have a chance of their website going off, they don't have a chance of their phones going off, but they just have a chance of actually getting value for themselves and for their potential clients. So this is what makes it so valuable. So where do you get all this from now? Now, I need to remember to save the right one. And I really do hope that I do give you the right one. But you're going to come through in here and you are going to be cool enough to join my actual school community. Yep, then you got to pay for this one. Jokes, you're going to come down and you're going to just look up. Come on. The free one, the AI resources, the free version. And in here in the classroom, you'll be able to get this, download it, you'll have full access to it. But come on, join up. What do you got to lose? $97. You get $4,000 worth of value in it, and you actually get high level for free, as much to use as many sub accounts. So win. Talk to you all later. An hour with a video. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to talk to you soon.